So I just walked away from a 7-year relationship. It sounds so weird saying those words because when I tell you I was invested and I truly could not see my life without this person. I tried everything, did everything towards the end when things got really bad to just hold things together at the expense of myself. And I really lost myself in a relationship that was just not healthy. But because I wanted it so bad, I was able to thrive in such a toxic environment just because I wanted to grasp onto something that no longer served me. And as I navigate heartbreak and, my new life, it's really bittersweet. You think about the memories, you remember the good times, you remember the way the person made you feel. But the bitterness comes in when, and I don't mean bitterness as in I'm bitter, but when you think about the analogy of the term bittersweet, the bitter part of it is just, it got really, really bad towards the end. And I no longer, this person became unrecognizable. The things this person did to me, I did not know he was even capable of doing them. I went through everything that you could imagine. And what really sucked was it was my very first and only relationship. So I was joking with my friend the other day because, when I talk to other women about exes and relationships, they have so many stories about, oh, this ex was the cheater, but this ex was mean, this ex was abusive, this ex, whatever, right? I feel like I've experienced every negative encounter that you can experience in a relationship in my only relationship. So, like, the trauma, oh my God. I am traumatized. Like, I can't lie. Like, I am so traumatized. Like, everything came to a head really quick. And, oh my God. But I am navigating new life. I am able to wake up, and walk and do my hair and take care of myself because I am choosing to show up and to lead with love. And what that means is that regardless of how he treated me, regardless of how betrayed I feel or how broken I feel, I know that there's so much power in love. And I chose to set my intentions on that. And not in a way where I am escaping anything or not holding him accountable. I just want to be happy. I just want to move on. There's so much power and freedom in knowing that someone isn't for you and being okay with that. And there's also power in accountability because I knowingly stayed in a relationship that didn't feel right for a very long time because I loved the person and I was in love with the person. But the lesson in it for me is to see how I contributed to my own harm, to my own suffering. I participated in helping someone to bring me down.
What's your take on that?
Well, yeah, you should take accountability.
Does it sound like she took accountability?
No, but at the same time, she's saying she participated, which she did do. Mm-hmm. If you're unhappy in a relationship and you chose to stay in that relationship for many more years after you saw, let's say, red flags or what, okay. She said she's experienced all the negative things you can have in a relationship, meaning maybe cheating, abuse, and all the rest of it, right? Within this one relationship. And let's say she said she was in a relationship with him for 7 years. Let's say year 3, she started to notice certain things that he may be doing, or let's say he started to change up a bit.
Yeah.
It does happen in some relationships, right? So let's say, yeah, okay, cool, she's doing whatever. Let's say she stuck it out for another year, just in case that he may be going through something and he's not handling it well. So then it's like, okay, I'll give you, that time to cool off or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then you stayed in it for the next following years, up to 7 years. You have to take accountability. You stayed in a situation.
See, my thing is this, right? She, after about a minute of listening to that, it's all the same shit, different day. Now, it was all about what he done to her.
And nothing of what she said, yeah.
What she mentioned was accountability, right? Cool. I didn't hear what you did, i.e. her, right? It was all, he done this to me, he done that to me. you with people, they always tell you their side of the story, particularly women. So when you hear these women's circles, oh, the guy done this, oh, the guy done that. She's not a bad looking chick. She's struggling out here. She never highlighted what she did to why he did something. She only highlighted what he was doing to her.
Spent so much time pointing at my husband, pointing out the things that I wish he would change, nagging at him for the things that he wasn't. I spent so many years doing that I could have actually spent working on myself. If I would have been truthful and realized that I was the common denominator of my failed relationships. It's me, Judge. Yeah, me. I'm the problem. Girl, you gonna get in this marriage and the enemy will try to deceive you like that man is the problem. It's you. To be honest with y'all, I don't think that I became a good wife until I got to the lowest moment of like looking at myself and saying, you're not a good wife. It wasn't until then that I got up and I was like, okay, now that I've faced myself, I can see what I'm working with and I can grow. But as I was continuing to ignore and act delusional, like he was the only one with issues, I kept falling in this tunnel. And so a lot of us are running from ourselves and so ready to blame our husbands and he don't do this. Baby, when you go to heaven, God ain't gonna ask you what that man did. He's going to talk to you about you. If I focus on myself, I go on my individual healing journey, I will see why I am the way that I am and how I can get better, but not to arrive in this marriage like, here's the prize. I'm here. Here's your lovely wife. No, girl, you are angry, codependent. You don't know how to serve. You don't know how to just shut up. Let's get real. You're the problem.
That tells me you're not giving me the whole story.
Of course. Of course not.
There you go. So there's your side, his side, and there's the truth, right?
Exactly.
So then what I heard was, because that was a 5-minute clip, we just cut it down to 3 minutes or so, right? And like I said, after hearing a minute of that, I kind of knew what it really was. I heard he done this, he done that, and that's kind of how it goes when women tell you their side of stories. Oh, he done this to me, and the red flags of this and blah, blah, blah. But my thing is this, you left that relationship that didn't serve you. So when women leave a relationship, i.e. like the TMRs and situations like that, they believe the grass is greener. So you left a relationship to be talking about, oh, let's talk about relationships. Can I get a shot of tequila?
How hard is it in the dating world now?
Oh my God.
What is it like out there for a single woman?
Shot of tequila? No. No,
I haven't been single for 5 years, so I don't know what this world is like out there. But I know, but from what I see and from what I hear, it is tough.
It is very tough, and it is exhausting. It's
exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in. Someone had told me, and I wanted to be like, no, I disagree with you, and I don't want to believe it. My last relationship, when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, present, meaning like people just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing things. And I'm like, you mentioned tradition, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, where, a man is, courting a woman and showing her, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. They have this mentality right off the bat that there is someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else.
Is it that they're the prize?
Yes. Yes.
We talking deep here.
Yes.
We about to get into it.
Oh my God, that the man is the prize.
The man is the prize.
Yes. I'm talking loud. Yes. Also, it seems as if men are now just looking at women as objects. Things are so, it's like instant gratification. You know what I mean? They just want something like quick and easy and now.
Come on, man. The grass ain't greener out there. You should have stayed in your relationship. I bet you the things that was bad in the relationship wasn't as bad as you made it out to be. But you chose to leave, and then they turn around and talk about, self-love. BS. So I knew what it was.
I think you should definitely try to work it out. I think she left out the crucial parts of the parts she played in this situation.
She put in the past.
I think if you're honest with yourself, say you're in a relationship and in that moment, in that time is not so good, I think you should be honest with yourself and say, what role did I play in this? And what things do I not like of what he's doing as well?
Listen, they
and then
turn around.
hopefully you can come up with a solution to both of your problems.
They turn around and talk about self-love.
But you can't say, oh, he done this and that, and he done everything in the book of bad things that can happen in a relationship, and you were so perfect and you done nothing wrong. You can't do that because we know that's a lie.
We know what we saw here. Chicks nowadays, or her in this particular case, professional victim.